Well, when you look at the players that they are coming, the amount of money is spent, the level that already the squad had, and what they are adding, is something that I haven't experienced in this league. And you saw yesterday a few of the transfers that happened, and what is going to happen still in the last week or so. I think is going to be pretty powerful.
Because the Premier League spending, I think, is already getting to a record level for this window. Is it tougher out there just to get anyone through the door?
Yeah, but the record as well in terms of performances that leagues has produced as well last year, it was the highest ever. And when you see the total points that you need to achieve certain things, it never happened in this league. So that's the standards. The standard have raised so much for every single team in this league, and you can already see in the first few games surprises in results and performances. Well, when he's around the box, as you could see last season, scored 43 goals in the league, and he's already scored 3 goals this season. So it tells you the efficiency that he has in these areas, and obviously is one of the main threats of Fulham. Now 3 years since he joined the club, and obviously had some very good moments, some other where he hasn't really contributed that much to a team in terms of minutes, and we have decided for every party that it was the best decision to allow him to go. He needs to play minutes, he needs to play football. He was really adamant to do that, and we decided it was the best thing for everybody to do it.
Yeah, this is a team that has a new manager, and after a not very long preseason, where you, as a new manager, have to wait that every new player is coming in, that you have a whole squad available to work with them, to give your ideas space, time to develop them. It is not surprising that it doesn't work immediately, everything perfectly. I mean, I see a very clear identity of what they are doing now, what they want to do now. And this is also not surprising that in the first 2 games it was not everything perfectly working. It would be more surprising when they are immediately flying. So, but this is still something what you can see, that there's a clear identity there now, and the last game has shown that they are a strong team, and they come here to keep on going.
What are you hoping for in the remaining days of this transfer window, Frank? Is it equally as important to move other players on as well as bringing players in before that deadline?
Yeah, possibly both. Every situation is individual and different. I know what view I have. We know what view we have and where we want to get to the squad. It's quite clear in certain areas of the pitch. We know that, and it's probably, we can look at the results we've had so far, and we know we could have maybe got more out of them, and we want to strengthen, and that's clear. So yeah, in terms of ins and outs, we're looking at it as most teams are. I think it's been a really active window, hasn't it? So that will continue to the end.
Obviously, you've mentioned, or you've hinted that you want to bring in a striker. Have you got the money to be able to do that, regardless of what happens with Anthony Gordon?
Yes, yeah, I do. I mean, there's obviously things are relative. I'm not saying the number that we've got, but we know it's an area we want to improve, and we will improve it. We'll improve it in this window by the end of it.
So you're confident that happened, that there will be some coming to, okay.
Yeah.
And if that didn't happen, how would you feel at the end of the window if you didn't have a striker?
It will happen.
Yeah, he won't be available for the weekend. He has trained with our under-23 squad. So yeah.
And I know you spoke about it after Stockport, but are you expecting Chelsea to come in with another bid for him?
I'm not sure. It's something about my concentration really with the players that we have and the team. So I can't lose energy thinking so much about it. If I'm honest, it'll be something that will be done between the clubs. Until that happens, then we have to continue to work with what we have.
Transfer window still open, and still lots of speculation around Bernardo Silva and
will
his
stay
future.
Here.
He's staying. You're
absolutely.
We understand there's been a bid from PSG. Can you confirm or deny that?
We don't have any phone call from any club regarding Bernardo Silva, so that's why he'll stay.
If you do get a bid and he wants to go, how does it...
About clubs.
If you need a replacement, though, it puts you in an awkward position late in the transfer window.
But I tell you, he will stay.
He will stay?
Yeah.
We have some ideas, but maybe nobody comes in. It's not a long window anymore, so it closes soon, and the focus is on the things we can influence, and everybody else is not our decision. Because no matter what we want, there are always several parties involved who have to agree.
We spoke about pretty much everything, and of course, when I got asked about Millie and Birch, I was the one who didn't see the pictures yet, but obviously everybody else saw it, and I was a pretty emotional player in my times, and I had more often than not with my best friends these kind of conversations on the pitch. There's nothing to clarify really. It's a situation when you're discussing things on the pitch, and especially nowadays with all the cameras and stuff like this, then it looks a bit much more serious than it is. So that's no problem at all.
I don't know, but what we said, we need players, clear, but we need the right players, and that is what we said the whole transfer window, and we are happy what we did till now, but the barrier has to be high.
I think there are two sides to it. The one side to it is that I got a red card and I behaved in a way which is not appropriate and which I regret, but it was out of passion. It was not, I don't think it was too aggressive, and it was out of passion. And I can accept that if I get a red card during a match, if this is the decision, that I have a touchline ban and then I'm fined. This is the one side to it. And I don't dispute it and I can accept it. What is hard to accept is the context, that I don't think that I started the aggression started earlier, and I don't think I was the only person involved. And we both got a red card, and a player pulled another player by its hair 2 minutes earlier. He can play on, he's not banned, and for a firm handshake at the end of the match, one coach is banned. This is very hard to accept, but I have to accept it, but put it into context, I can absolutely not understand.
Yeah, and for sure, if there are players that they go out, and we need players to come in, and you know very well that, but the club know very well the importance for me to have a squad with a couple of players in every role, and for sure we want to make happy every single player. But at the same time, we have to make the right evaluation for our club, for our team, and yeah, we'll see what happens.